All right, take a look at this young boy. He is Mohammed Al-Yazji. He's the sole caretaker of his 7 siblings in southern Gaza, and he's 13 years old. On October 10th, 3 days after Hamas attacked Israel, killing around 1,200 people and taking around 250 hostages, Mohammed's mother went to visit their grandmother, who was not feeling well. It was meant to be a short trip. While she was gone, the father got a call that a house not far away had been bombed. It was their grandmother's house. Mohammed's mother had been killed in the bombing. Soon enough, their own home was bombed. The siblings were taken to be treated at a hospital, but in the process, they were separated from their father, whom they have not seen or heard from since. When Mohammed and his 7 siblings first relocated to the south of Gaza, they lived on the street for about 3 days. Then they found temporary refuge at a hospital until it was flooded with sewage water, and they were forced to live in a tent. For 113 days, Mohammed and his siblings have moved from place to place. No real home, no parents, no guarantee that they'll have a roof over their heads when they lay them down to sleep. Every day, Mohammed ventures out to find food, water, and firewood for his siblings. The youngest, 6-month-old Tolin, is struggling to eat because she has no mother to breastfeed her. Since filming with our NBC crew, Tolin was hospitalized with gastroenteritis and multiple infections. Mohammed calls his father's cell phone once a day, and no one has ever picked up.
أنا لقيت نفسي يعني تخلص الحرب ونرجع على دارنا. أنا لقيت لما أطلع في أختي الصغيرة بتقعد تقول لي ماما وبابا، يعني أنا بقعد أعيط. مش عارف إيش أقولها لما تقول لي ماما أو بابا، وأخواتي الصغار يقعدوا يقولوا يعني ماما وبابا. مش عارف إيش أقول لهم، يعني بصير أعيط يعني، ومش عارف إيش أعمل لهم.
A new acronym has emerged among medical and aid workers to describe children like Mohammed and his siblings. WCNSF. WCNSF. Wounded child, no surviving family. WCNSF. It's not one of those catchy acronyms that rolls off the tongue, and it shouldn't. It should be difficult to say. Your mind should be doing gymnastics in order to comprehend so many sick, injured, and orphaned children. Gaza's dwindling and overwhelmed hospital system has seen an influx of children arriving wounded and alone, no family members. Dr. Tanya Haj Hassan, a pediatric intensive care doctor with Doctors Without Borders, says WCNSF is unique to the current conflict in Gaza. She held back tears as she told the BBC that the acronym has, quote, not been used infrequently, end quote, in recent weeks. Doctors in the neonatal unit at the Al-Aqsa Martyrs Hospital in central Gaza tell the Australian Broadcasting Company that they care for orphaned babies without even knowing their names. It's impossible to identify them, so they are assigned a number. In actuality, the number of orphaned children in Gaza has not yet been calculated. It's another impossible task. UNICEF says that figure is hard to determine given the sheer number of people being killed and the desperate situation on the ground. The consistent communication blackouts and outages have added to the challenge of locating these kids' parents or even distant relatives. The United Nations has called the Gaza Strip a graveyard for children. So far, more than 26,200 people have been killed in Gaza since the start of the war, according to the Palestinian Ministry of Health in Gaza. A spokesman for the health ministry says 70% of those killed are women and children. Since October 7th, 10,000 children have been killed. That's about one child every 15 minutes. At that rate, one child in Gaza will have died since the moment I started this show. 7 more will die by the end of the program. The surviving children, like Mohammed and his brothers and sisters, are barely living at all. Their childhoods are now stained with trauma and with loss. WCNSF, as devastating as it is, reflects the reality of this war. That's what the 13-year-old Mohammed Al-Yaz told our NBC News producers. Quote, I wish we would get the news that the war ended. I wish my uncle would call me and tell me they've gotten in contact with my dad and he's alive. Even if our house is devastated, I would put this tent in our house and we can sit in it. I am tired of the war. I wish it ends. I carry a huge responsibility. I wish I could go back to school with my friend who used to sit next to me in class. I miss my neighborhood, and I hope I can return to my studies. Same thing for my siblings who are very young, like 1st and 2nd grade. They also keep wishing the war ends.